welcome to Melissa Recovers, where I do everything I have to recover the person who I was always meant to be. Today is December 31st, 2017. It's the last day of this year, and I did so many cool things this year, and I just thought it would be fun to spend some time talking about things that I accomplished and that I'm proud of, and some goals that I kind of have set for myself in the year 2018. So first off, on Instagram and Facebook and some of those pages, they're doing the best 9 in 2017. It's a hashtag. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm horrible at Instagram. I need to post way more. I think I just default to Facebook, and I need to remember that I can do both. And I went to Instagram and I posted 9 pictures of cool things that I've done this year and some of my favorites. So the first one that didn't count as part of the 9, but was just kind of a theme for my 2017, was a quote that I found hanging on a letterboard in a little shop that we went shopping in a couple weeks ago. And it said, "But what if I fail? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" And I didn't know who that quote was attributed to, but then I, did a little search. Oh, Siri's gonna try to help me now. I did a little search, and I guess author by Erin Hansen wrote it, and now I want to find out more about her. But when I was looking for this quote, I found this really awesome blog post by Lily Daub. And now I want to go read some more of the stuff that Lily Daub has written. I'll try to put a link down below. I guess her blog is theseeds4life.com. Anyway, so along with that quote, she writes, "How many of us are living in fear of taking a leap into flight? A leap into a flight out of our comfort zone, into a new job, a new love, pursuing a passion without a way of knowing the outcome." And I would add losing weight, or running for city council, or getting a new job, or getting married, or, like all of those things that she lists here. She says, "This fear oftentimes keeps us caged in like birds who are too afraid to fly." And I really feel like for years I've been one of those caged birds that's too afraid to fly. And we talk a lot on my vlog about Melissa Recovers, and that means that I'm recovering the person who I was always meant to be. But I love this imagery of a bird being afraid to fly. She goes on to say, "We tell ourselves many lies, convincing ourselves this cage is protecting us from the disappointments, hurts, and of possible failures that may happen if we decide to take that leap. So we sit as caged birds and daydream of what we could be." For those of you out there who are on this weight loss journey, how many of you have sat as a caged bird and daydreamed about what you could be? How many years have you pondered losing weight, or, thought, "Oh, this year's going to be the year that I do it"? This year can be the year. She says, what happens if we do decide to take the leap? What if we do decide to flap our wings and fly out of that cage? Some of us will fly, landing safely at our destinations. Some of us will fly, falling short of our destinations. But all of us will have conquered the fear of taking the scariest leap of all, deciding to be brave and facing the wind. All of us will have experienced flying. Most importantly, all of us will have a story about our uncaged journey. What we do with our stories is up to us. If you are one who has fallen short of your destination, remind yourself that you were at least brave enough to take the risk to fly. Remember, caged birds only daydream. Get back up, flap your wings, and create new adventures you can share. So I just thought, man, is that totally timely for like this meltdown that I had yesterday about not getting my 10% and not hitting that destination that I thought was just like so important. But you know what? This year, you guys, I flew out of my cage. I became that uncaged bird. And being an uncaged bird means that you have boundless potential. And the reality of it is that we all have that opportunity. We just dinker around. We're afraid. You know, like there's so many things that keep us from going out there and achieving what we want. So back to, so check out Lily Dobb, because I am excited to thumb around the rest of her blog, because if she's got that much insight just into that one little quote, I can't imagine how she's going to inspire me. But I wanted to talk about 2017 and some of the things that I accomplished. So on Instagram, I am MelissaRecovers_WW. I wish that I could have like a real life Instagram and then Melissa Recovers Instagram. But for some reason, when I created my Instagram, I created it connected to my Facebook. My Facebook is connected to my normal email, and my Melissa Recovers YouTube page is connected to my my Melissa Recovers email. So I just, whatever. I guess the world is supposed to see a little bit of my journey on Instagram. So be it. Deal with it. But for my 2017 accomplishments, number 9, I saw my kiddos achieve what they didn't think was possible. So my twins, as some of you know, have special needs. They have autism, and they have some gross motor delays and deficits, fine motor delays and deficits, and they did not talk until they were 3, and they barely walked. I remember when they went to their special needs preschool, the bus would come pick them up, and before they could get up on the bus, they crawled up the steps because they were so delayed. And you're talking to someone who has a degree in early childhood education, so I did everything humanly possible to help my kids get caught up. And this year they were in a biking race. Strider Bikes makes these awesome balance bikes, and they were able to ride in the Strider Bike Invitational in Salt Lake City, Utah, and they both got trophies. So that was one awesome one. And then another part of number 9 is that my oldest daughter was made our city's youth mayor. So that was exciting for her, because she always kind of doubts herself, and it was neat to see that happen. And then my youngest daughter started kindergarten, and that was a big deal, because she's always kind of been the baby of the family, and to see her achieve something that she wasn't quite sure if she was going to be able to do, and how happy and proud she is of herself, that was an awesome accomplishment for me as a mom to see those things. Number 8, I celebrated my 19th anniversary with my husband, Nathan. I love him. I'm so excited that we've been together for 19 and a half years now. And I'm excited to see what happens in 2018 for our anniversary. Number 7, I get to go to girls camp for the first time. So in our church, there's scouting for the boys, and then there's kind of young women's program, personal progress for girls and young women. And I never got to go to girls camp when I was a teenager, and I got to go this year as an adult leader, and I worked in the kitchen, but it was awesome. I got to see so many cool things, work hard, and I made so many fun memories with my friends, and so many fun stories. Number 6, I sent all 4 kids off to school, which is quite the achievement considering that my oldest is a senior and my youngest is a kindergartner. So you can see that there's quite the span in our family, and I have been a mom for 18 years, and I have changed diapers and helped kids in wheelchairs and like the most amazing experiences, but it was way cool to be able to send them all off and know that I got them to that point and got them ready for that. So that was really special. So number 3, 4, and 5 are 1, that I ran for city council, 2, that we campaigned as a family, which I loved. I loved that we would wave the signs on the intersections in town and just did events together. And the last part of that is that I won. So I've shared with you guys that I was elected to city council, but that's kind of a cool piece. Not a lot of people win their first time running. A lot of people end up running once, twice, or 3 times before they get elected. And I worked really hard to help people get to know the me that I really am deep down inside. And I knocked hundreds and hundreds of doors in our city so that people could really get to know me and I could get to know them. I think that's the big part. So I'm really proud of that accomplishment. Number 2, I got to be Wonder Woman for Halloween. I have always loved Wonder Woman. I don't know what it is. But this year when I was still campaigning, we did a trick-or-treat village for our city and gave away, gads and gads of candy and pencils and erasers and all that kind of cool stuff. And I found a Wonder Woman t-shirt on Amazon, and then I made like my cool, gold crown thing with the red star and my wristlets and a cool golden belt with like the lasso of truth and stuff. And I made all those little accessories, and that was really fun. And it was really neat to meet and talk to people and to, I'm going to get a little choked up. Right before the trick-or-treat village, I started to feel really overwhelmed. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pass out all this candy? They say that like 3,000 visitors come through the trick-or-treat village and collect candy in our city, and it can be really overwhelming. I thought, how am I going to keep on top of this? You do this for hours and hours. And I just put a thing out on Facebook and my neighborhood pages and my personal pages, and I said, if anybody wants to come and help me at the trick-or-treat village or donate candy or any of these things, and good tears today. So many people from my neighborhood believed in me and what I stand for. Sorry. So many people believed in me and what I stand for. That all of the candy, all 3,000 pieces of candy and pencils and everything, were donated to me and my campaign. And I had neighbors and people from church and even kids that I've taught in Sunday school come and help me pass out candy and spin the prize wheel and all of that stuff. And it was so neat to have my tribe around me while I was running. But oh my darling, what if you fly? So the number 1 accomplishment that I feel like I made this year, get yourself together, girl. The number 1 accomplishment that I feel like I made this year was that I lost 35 pounds. Now, I've done Weight Watchers before, in between babies and different things like that, and I've done okay. I've struggled here and there, and life got in the way. I ran out of money and all of these different things, but this year, I pretty much stuck it out the whole year. There was from June to through November. So when I say I stuck it out the whole year, I mean I started at the beginning and I finished at the end. But June through October, I was really busy with the campaign and I kind of put Weight Watchers on the back burner and gained a little bit of the weight back. But I am excited to announce that I weigh less today than I did at the beginning of 2017. I have lost 35 pounds and I'm really excited about that. And that brings me to my goals for next year. So next year I turn 40 years old. I know, it's crazy. I have an 18-year-old daughter and I'm celebrating my 20th anniversary next year. And I am going to be 40 years old in March. And as a gift to myself, I not only want to get my 10%, which I'm only like a pound away from, so I'm totally doing this. But as a gift to myself, I want to lose my 50 pounds and I want to lose my 100 pounds. So for Christmas, my husband gave me this sweet keychain. Now, there's a story behind this. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can hold it so that the phone camera picks it up really cool. In Weight Watchers, you get these cool little keychain rings that are shaped like a C. They call them a keychain, but they don't hold any keys and they don't hook on to anything. So Weight Watchers, if you're seeing this, they're really impractical. You should switch to something like this. Anyway, my husband washed my jeans. First of all, which is a cardinal sin because everybody knows you're not supposed to wash jeans a ton. You're supposed to take good care of them and not wash them. And I told him not to wash them, but I've gotten over that, as you can see. But in my jeans, I had my Weight Watchers charm holder because I like to keep it in my pocket, especially on stressful days. Because when I think, oh my gosh, I should run through a drive-thru or I should just throw it all away, I reach down in my pocket and I feel all these little charms and I think about all the work that went into earning all of these. And then I remember that really this is what I'm doing. This is part of my why. So in the wash, we were able to find all of my charms, but the little ball thing that goes on the end of the Weight Watchers C shape. So we couldn't find that and it's gone forever. But for Christmas, I told my husband, let's go to Michael's and I'm going to look for a replacement something or other. So I was looking and humming and hawing over a bunch of stuff, basically dropping mad crazy hints for my husband so he'd know like what I wanted. Anyway, so we found this and it comes in a 2-pack and I just love it. I actually would like to give the other one away in a giveaway coming up pretty soon. I'm at 300 plus subscribers and it seems like a few more add on every single day. So I think when I hit the 400 subscriber mark, I'll give away another one. I'll give away the other of this charm keychain holder thinger. It's so cool because I just like clip it on to, I'll show you. This is what I do. I have it clipped on to, this is my planner, and I just keep it clipped on the spiral binding so that it's inside, and I just slip it down inside the thing, and it's inside my planner, which I keep in this. It's a cool planner cover from Me and My Big Idea. It's made for the Happy Planner, but it works perfect for my planner. My planner is from In the Leafy Treetops. So anyway, so 2018, let's open up my planner and I'll tell you about some of my goals. Obviously, I got my 10% that I'm shooting for, my 50 pounds that I'm shooting for, and my 100 pounds that I'm shooting for. I would love to weigh 100 pounds less and earn that by the end of this year. So that's some of my big goals. I hope to probably yell at my kids a little less. Okay, I'm being real here, you guys. I am the kind of mom who asks 55,000 times really super nicely and really super sweetly and very, very patiently. And then I turn into Trunchbull from Matilda and I lose my mind. And I think it's not that I'm going to stop being patient, it's that I'm going to follow through. So with my kids, I'm going to give them some like clear expectations of what I expect and what I deserve in terms of respect from people that I gave life to and that I love and sacrifice so much for. So that's a big thing, is to really help my kids respond appropriately. The other thing that I want to do is I really want to be better with meal planning. It's so hard for me because our life is kind of chaotic and crazy, and I want to make sure that we eat out very little as a family and that we're making real, true, wholesome foods, using our food storage, shopping in our family store in the basement, and all of those things. And this is my meal plan, and I'll do a video about this week's meal plan and this month's meal plan actually, and just tell you about how I'm accomplishing that. So weight, kids, meal planning, and then I have just some goals to, read my scriptures every day. I teach Sunday school at church, and this year the book that we're studying is the Old Testament part of the Bible, and I've always wanted to understand it better, so I want to study that better, and I would like to track every single day in the year 2018. Even if it's not pretty. I would like to drink at least 65 ounces of water every single day. And I would like to post something positive on Facebook or Instagram every single day, just to spread kind of like my testimony of, my life and good things. So on that note, I'm not going to talk a whole much longer because this is getting long, but there was a quote today that came up in the lesson at church, and it's from Gordon B. Hinckley. And this is something that I want to think of this year as I stick to my word. So people make resolutions. What I've made really aren't resolutions, they're goals that I want to improve on and keep improving on. But every year I pick a word for myself. So last year my word was steadfast, and I feel like I kept going forward despite, obstacles and hardships. I just kept moving forward. So I feel like I achieved steadfast. This year my word is indomitable, and that means to be unshakable and fearless and not deterred, and you just keep going forward in an even more determined way than just steadfast. So that goes with the what if you fly. Gordon B. Hinckley said, "You don't build out of pessimism or cynicism. You look with optimism. Work with faith, and things happen." Things happen. Things will happen this year, you guys. Just like last year. And it will be awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for so many new subscribers and people that make comments that care. I think that's all we really want in life, is to be connected to other human beings and know that someone cares about what's going on. And that means a lot to me, because to be honest, not all of my friends care about a weight loss journey, and that's okay. they serve a different purpose in my life. But I need the support that I have here on YouTube. So please, if you like this video and my goals, like, subscribe, share it. Visit me on Facebook. I have a closed group on Facebook called Melissa Recovers Weight Watchers Journey. And it's just a place where I want to keep connected with the people that I've met along the way. And on Instagram, Melissa Recovers _WW. So I just want to wish you all the very happiest new year and positive, awesome things, and to let you know how much I love you. I really do. I love you, and I'm grateful for you loving me and believing in me on the days when it's hard for me to do it for myself. What if I fail? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? Happy 2018, everybody.